Even in death, Kobe Bryant cannot stop being disrespected on social media. People in 2020 still really believe that Shaq carried Kobe to 3 titles. People seem to forget how he was swept by the Hakeem Olajuwon-led Rockets back when he was with Penny Hardaway in the Orlando Magic. Let's also remember that Shaq joined the Lakers in hopes of winning the finals because he was promised he would have another star with Kobe Bryant and he would win in Los Angeles. And not to mention, throughout the three-peat, Kobe Bryant was also a 3-time All-Star and another top leading scorer in the NBA. Yes, he didn't win a Finals MVP with Shaq, but he still helped out in big games, one of them being including a Portland Game 7 where Kobe Bryant came up big with 25 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists in a Game 7 to beat the Portland Trail Blazers on the way to their first Finals win. In the 2001 season, Kobe and Shaq almost pretty much averaged both the same amount of points. Shaq had 0.2 more points, 28.7, and Kobe had 28.5. So no, in no way did Kobe get carried. I believe they pretty much still only say that just because of how dominant Shaq was in his prime when he was with the Lakers. Being an all-star and averaging 20 plus points a game does not mean you're carried. I understand if he averaged around like 9, 10, 12 points a game while Shaq was being who Shaq was. But no, he was in no way carried by Shaq. And we have more Kobe hate saying that he three-peated in perhaps the weakest era of competition, being the early to mid 2000s. So, and by saying this, we're just gonna forget about, I don't know, the Trailblazers team that took him to 7 games, the Pacers team that played him in the finals, got 2 games over him, the Kings that took him to 7 games, the Spurs who were pretty much winning pretty much around the same time that they were winning, and also the Detroit Pistons that beat them in 5 games in the NBA Finals. That makes no sense. The competition was pretty good for the Lakers. They were just that good of a team. Pretty much nobody in the NBA had an answer for Shaq because he was just that dominant, and Kobe was still a great player. The next take just continues to prove the fact that people just get on social media and just say whatever, like whatever they want or whatever just comes to mind. So a tweet asks the question, is Carmelo Anthony a Hall of Famer? And someone comments under it says, what has he done? Oh man. Like, they really ask, what has he done? 10-time All-Star, 6-time All-NBA, over 25,000 points. He's the reason that people even wanted to watch the New York Knicks in the early 2010s. He is solely responsible for the Knicks' last playoff appearance back in the last decade. His 2013 season is also the reason why LeBron's MVP season that same year in 2013, he's the reason why that season was not a unanimous MVP for LeBron James. Now, to be fair, the person that voted for him that year used to take both of them off the team and see which team is worse argument. And we know that never really works in terms of who wins MVP. When I see a take like this, I also kind of think that recency bias plays a factor in this. People have only seen him recently being with the Trailblazers and the Houston Rockets, and even before then the OKC Thunder. And he's nowhere near as good as he was when we were younger. Another take that I got NBA-wise is someone on Twitter saying straight up that Kevin Durant will not be a Hall of Famer. He's not a Hall of Famer. I believe this guy either A, does not even like Kevin Durant whatsoever, or B, just does not know anything about basketball. You can say what you want about Kevin Durant, but him going to a great team like Golden State pretty much made them unstoppable. With him being an unstoppable scoring force that he is, and him being so tall, he's a walking mismatch. 2 Finals MVPs that he won over Steph Curry. I believe that later down the road, some people will create a narrative saying that he carried Steph Curry to the finals to win the finals, when we know in reality today that won't be the case. He's a top 2 player in the league when he's healthy, and I wish to see him on the Brooklyn Nets back on the court in another year or so. That's all I got for today. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, like and comment. And if you like me, subscribe.